Welcome back. I am theundj, and this is Confessing Lies or Telling Stories. You know how we do it here. I got a bunch of videos that's going to mess with your mind and disturb your sleep. You ready? Let's get into it.
The guy who got a Neuralink implant and started winning at the casino is just making AI videos. Why is he like a robot? It's not because of Neuralink, it's because these are AI. He normally has no tattoos, a normal wrinkly face, and a higher pitched voice, but his AI self has a tattoo sleeve, a very smooth forehead, and a lower pitched voice. In his real videos, he tries to psychically predict lottery numbers, so his AI goes into a casino and wins a bunch, probably because he put all of his money down on 22, because that's on the wheel like 7 times. Then again, the number Z shows up twice. Another great bet. That's not a Neuralink logo. Neuralink and Tesla are not the same company. That's an AI mistake. Behind them are chest x-rays. That doesn't make sense. And what is that text? Look at the background text. That's important. Don't pixel peep too hard at these, but the guy's badge is definitely big enough to tell that it's an AI mess. Neuralink does not make people psychic. It is for people with disabilities. He has other AI videos on his page, so we know it's a thing he does. And I almost avoid covering things like this because these paranormal videos are kind of out of control. But making undisclosed AI videos should backfire because it's obvious that you're lying to people once they start using their eyes.
Neuralink is scary enough without this dude using AI to make it even scarier. So I wanted to include this video because I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this guy around. The original version does have a Neuralink, but the things that you're seeing on the internet, that's just fear mongering. That's all they're trying to do. But is it dangerous? Should we do it? Yes, it is, and no, we shouldn't.
So check out this clip. It's not AI.
Turns out that this is a real photo. I put up a few pictures of it, and yes, those look like little fingers in the middle of our eye, which makes a lot of sense when you are an adult in this world. Our eyes do feel.
Okay. He also said the government altered the frequency of music to control and influence your minds. He said it's not the government, it's the elite. This guy got started talking about some heavy stuff. Yeah. History books are false. The history they teach you in school is nothing but lies. Okay. I mean, I have to escape the system that controls the world. They want to kill me for my catalog. One day the truth will come out. I reported them, so they falsely accuse me. They want to kill me, and they will say I died because of an overdose. He said
that. I remember.
He said that.
Yep.
Okay. And then what ends up happening? So this is why. Look, if you're a Michael fan, or if you like musical biopics, this is actually a very, very good movie. We want to watch it. Tico gave it a 9.5. He's like, this is a very, very good movie. It's tragic what happens when you make it at that level, and there's typically a guy like him. Remember the story of Serena and Venus Williams? What they called the movie? What they call me Richard?
Yeah,
I don't know what it was called.
King Richard is
King
what it was
Richard.
called.
Yeah,
King
Will
Smith
Richard
played him, and then he smacked Chris Rock.
How do you?
The scandal surrounding this individual, I mean, he's iconic. So chances are we're never going to figure out what really happened. We're not going to figure out why it seems like, though he was so beloved by the fans, the industry really just didn't like him. There's too much secrecy up there. And unless you're up there, we don't get it down here. Nothing but whispers. And then you can't even make those whispers out. But hopefully one day it'll all come to light. He has too much of a legacy for it to be shadowed by all of this craziness.
50,000 records are released every day. 50,000 AI records.
34% of all records released every day are AI records.
Probably higher at this point.
And they're streaming. People are consuming them. So can we say the people who are consuming them are wrong? Some people are even saying, they did a study, and 87% of those users said they're happy streaming AI music as long as it's good. Because they're sick and tired of the DSPs, Spotify, Apple, programming and telling them what to listen to, and they would rather listen to their own songs.
I'm a DJ. You see the headphones everywhere. My other channel is a DJ channel. And unfortunately, I have to agree. At this point, I'm enjoying AI music more than human-made music. It's not my fault. It's just the human-made music. It's just not talking about the things I'm interested in. It's not doing what I needed to do for me. But the AI songs are just killing it. In all genres too. So this is happening. And my prediction is we're not too far away from having the AI awards. It's going to happen. The music is too good.
Yo,
Whoa,
way to go.
whoa, run.
Go. What the hell? Inside. Close it.
I did.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, he's going to the basement.
You gotta lock it now. Come on. Oh shit. Here we go.
How can I word this to where I won't get in any trouble? Your phone should not be the only piece of tech that you leave the house with every time you leave the house. Yeah, that would have took care of all of this, or at least could have slowed it down. I don't know, but I'm cool either way it goes because I can't whistle. So if you don't whistle at it, apparently it won't do this. I'm with that. Can't whistle. Not gonna learn.
I keep warning y'all, and now AI is showing you its face, literally. So now people are asking ChatGPT to take a picture of itself. And this shit got the internet going crazy. Because the pictures that ChatGPT is quote unquote taking and uploading look scary as hell. And I know for a fact you gonna wanna know how to do it. So I'm gonna show you right now. This is the prompt right here that's making ChatGPT expose itself. Go ahead, screenshot it. I know you're gonna try it for yourself. I'm gonna show you what happened when I did it. You go to ChatGPT, you click on image, you put that prompt in, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen next. You see this? All right, now we waiting. This is supposed to be the AI agent that I'm speaking to. Look at this right here. Who is this person? Nah, really, who is this person? This shit is scary because all of these pictures look like real people. You can't tell me these pictures do not look like real people. And they just randomly came up with this prompt and they asked ChatGPT to show who they was. And this is what ChatGPT came up with. I want to know what you think though. I want to know if you're going to do this. Are you going to put that prompt in your phone? Pay attention.
The only thing that can possibly save us when it comes to this AI thing is that word prompt. You have to tell it what you want it to create, supposedly. So with that being the case, that means all of the answers lie in all of the questions. All we have to do is prompt it correctly, and we weaponize it for us. We turn it into a tool that unveils things, shows us things, rather than blurs the line and makes it to where we don't believe anything we see anymore. Every video is fake.
Hey, Tara. Before we activate this, can you say anything for us? Just something. Doesn't matter. Just let me get a baseline.
Hi, my name is Tara Rule, and this isn't weird at all.
Activating now. Which was that?
Just a little bit more homework from my frequency deep dive. They can literally make it to where you're not even exhibiting human traits anymore with these things. It's amazing. I really suggest you go down and do some work on it. It's not about finding the hurts that will bring you money or the ones that'll help you find love, or come on, man. That's elementary. They're using these things to do some real damage. So I think it's time that we wake up and learn our frequencies.
Yeah, I did hear about that. High school students can't even read a simple sentence.
Read the ending score for me.
She wore a suit, clothes that were. Who's this for?
A sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro. I don't know what this said. I don't know what this
The kid who put out this video, they actually trying to expel him. This was his post. I'll post a part 3, but the school board is trying to expel me, stop me from going to prom, and stop me from walking at graduation. There's been like mixed opinions on it. Some people are angry that post the video making them look dumb. Other people are like this tweet: school board finds out kids about to graduate high school can't read and want to punish the kid instead of the teachers. Like, teachers came out themselves and said, for real, like, these students really can't spell, read, or write. Like, none of that.
Parents, y'all kids cannot read, and they cannot write, and they cannot spell. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say it because I hate talking about these kids on here, because I don't want them talking about me as a vast majority of students.
Like, it's really bad. It is really bad.
I included this video because if you look all the way back to every single project that the government has had, anything that's directed towards the masses, the population, if you look through any one of these plans, it will always say one thing somewhere in there. And that one thing is dumb down the population, dial them back, dumb them down, make them easier to manipulate. This used to be a very rare thing. Yes, there were people who can't read and write all throughout history, but we're talking about the last 2 or 3 generations, and these are the smartest people to ever come through. They were born smart. I mean, Gen Z and Alphas, they holding up their own heads right out the womb. It's crazy. But they can't read and write. And I don't believe it's because they're not smart enough to. I just think they don't care. They don't need to. And the messed up thing about this is they're not doomed for a life of hardship. They're not doomed to work blue collar jobs or, be desolate or low income. Nope. You don't have to know how to read and write anymore to survive in this world. You just know how to do one thing, and that is get attention. If you know how to do that, you'll be just fine, even if you're dumb as a rock.
You're never supposed to have 2 mirrors facing each other because that creates that vortex where things can come in and out. When you look back at Victorian morning period, you stop your clocks, you cover your mirrors. And why? Because you don't want the spirits to get trapped.
Trapped where?
In the mirror. It's believed that it is a vortex, that things can come through and things can get trapped in. If you are in a dark room and you're looking in a mirror, if you look long enough, it is said that you can see things moving on the other side. And once you know that those things are there, they will notice you. That story kind of freaked me out. And at the time, I had a bed that had a mirror on the headboard. I got ready to go to bed, like the night after he tells me this story, and I go and I lay down on my bed. And I have covered most of the mirror with like pictures and things, because now I'm freaked out. But I didn't cover the whole thing, I just kind of, and I don't know how long I had slept for, but I woke up because something slapped me across the face.
You were alone?
I was alone.
Was this just like a bad dream that felt real?
No, there was a mark across my face.
I'm full on board with this mirror thing. I've had some experiences in Louisiana, New Orleans, that changed my entire perspective when it comes to mirrors. So I have 2 that I deal with in my life. One came with the place in the bathroom, and I have one that I use for my little workouts. I make sure that they never see each other. They're never in the same room or anything like that. That's how we do it. But other than that, yeah, we might have to deal with mirrors to a certain extent, but respect your presence when you're in a mirror. Do not extend your time. Don't lose focus. Don't sit there and scroll and everything, not while in the mirror. Do what you got to do in that mirror and get out of it quickly.
Walmart is not content with using facial recognition. They have a patent for emotional recognition, because it's not enough to know who you are, it's not enough to know what you're looking at, but I need to know what you think about it as you're looking at it. And I wish I were making this up. They have a patent for emotional recognition to read the looks on people's faces and decide, does somebody look bored? Does somebody look happy? Do they look angry? I'm sure that will never be weaponized against us either.
This doesn't surprise me at all, only because I stopped shopping at this particular store. I don't shop there anymore because I noticed that I never came out in the same mood that I went in. I always came out in a combative, angry, just distraught type of mood. And it's not because I dealt with rudeness or any or long lines or anything. It's just the nature of the store for me. So I don't shop there anymore, simply because it does mess with you emotionally when you're in there. At least some of us, it did it to me. So this really makes perfect sense. Make sure that there's an emotional change. And once you've got that down pat, then you come out with this thing to gauge it. Yeah, they're doing it.
Did Kris Jenner film you making the sex tape with Kim Kardashian?
I'm just telling the truth now. Tape was already done. I've never had the sex tapes in my hand.
Ever?
Ever.
You're the star of the film.
They've always been in her shoebox.
Okay.
I've never touched them.
Okay.
Once they were done, shoebox to mom.
To mom?
To mom.
Film, shoebox, mom.
Moms wanna see us, like, I'm confused. First tape's in the can.
What do you mean the first tape? We only seen one tape.
No, okay, so the first tape we did was done. That's how I got the epiphany when I called her, because I wasn't with her when I called her and said, yo, this idea, I think you should put the tape out we did, because you Paris' best friend. 6 hours later, we're in. Meeting start.
Of you, Kris, Kim.
Me, Kris, Kim, Joe, Steve.
Okay.
We talked about, you know, when they pretended like they sued Steve, they didn't do none of that. They filed a fake lawsuit, which is a crime. So boom, fake lawsuits. He's never paid them nothing. That was just to distract the mind. So it was okay to say that we let you distribute it because you paid us and we won.
So like it leaked, but since you leaked it, instead of suing you, we're going to settle, so that way you're not the bad guy for distributing your own tape.
No, they're not the bad guy for letting it continue to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because it has to be distributed.
So who's the mastermind behind that?
That's all Kris Jenner.
Wow.
That's all her. These are meetings that we met. Now, here's the kicker. We almost done with the deal. Kris, I need you to shoot one more.
No, she didn't.
For safety.
No, shut up, Ray J.
On my kids.
What?
You're gonna do it again and you're gonna do it nastier.
Ray J, shut up.
So we set up and we go and again.
What?
Where I'm doing real dirty stuff. Like I'm doing dirty stuff to her. It looks like a real porno. I didn't like it. It was very graphic.
It is hard to digest that we're talking about you doing a second video that was at the direction of this girl's mom.
She can't face that to the public. You can't admit that you made us shoot a second sex tape. Forget that you did that, which is disgusting, because now I have a daughter, so I get it, that is disgusting. You want us to and you want me to do it dirtier.
Did she say those words?
Beyond. Kris Jenner was the orchestrator. She f***ed us all over. She made me the bad guy. She wanted to f***ing build billion-dollar empires. At the same time, she wanted to see me and Brandy and my mom and them all buried under the ground and suffer.
I don't know about you, but this is one of the things that he's saying that I actually believe. Before that tape, he was just Brandy's less talented, troublemaking, coattail riding brother. That was it. He was nobody. He tried, but he's not that musically talented. So it just wasn't his time at all. This man does this tape, and ever since then, he's been Ray J, and we know him by name. He started overshadowing his sister. He became a brand, and that's how he did it. So does this make sense? Do you see the kind of money that family has? Not the Ray J Brandy family, no. The other family, the one I don't want to mention their name. You see how much money they got? You think they got that by luck? If so, tell me what kind of talent they got. Because they didn't get on from talent. They just got on. I understand why this says real demon caught on tape. Imagine just how many happy families or happy couples or how much love was tainted, destroyed just from this little night. And to me, I think demons would be pretty smart just in general. So this is a good way to do it, very sneaky. But I'm not going to discount the fact that human nature can be this ugly too. It could be this evil very easily. So this could just be a hater, somebody who thinks that's funny. Demon or human is pure evil. Watch yourself, fellas. I put this in here on some bro code type things. Watch yourself.
So see that one? That's a security cam. That right there is a flock cam.
Fully support the use of flock cameras. I think it'll not reduce crime.
The flock cam is AI, photographing and remembering. It will take pictures and videos of your vehicle, right? And it'll log you at this time, at this place, blah, 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 blah. The flock cam goes to a private company. I think it's 90,000 nationwide and 9,000 in DFW. Those little guys watch you and tag you everywhere you go. So it just tagged me now. And even though I don't have a license plate, it's still going to put me down in memory in this spot. So now when I go over to the next cameras, which we're going to go a little ways in, those cameras will ping me as well. And then this private company is going to know I was here and went to there and was pointing at their cameras. Flock safety, 24/7 recording. So see, they're getting you when you come in, they're getting you when you leave. Also, the website that we're using just to look up the cameras, the owner of these cameras, the dude that owns the company, he tried to say that it was terrorism. That us knowing where these cameras are on a website is terrorism.
And then unfortunately there's terroristic organizations like DFLOC, whose primary motivation is chaos. They are closer to Antifa than they are anything else.
On what planet is us knowing where these companies' cameras are that are logging our everyday life, does this guy get to say that us knowing where this camera is, like I just found it because of the map, how's it terrorism for me to know where this camera is? That just seems sus, right?
So the people invading your privacy think that they deserve privacy. There should not be a website showing you where their cameras are. But their cameras should be anywhere they want to be, recording everything, and we should not have a problem with that. You see how the standards are just changed depending on who you are? So the camera company wants privacy. Okay.
Fifth time I had watched the video, I noticed something in the corner of the room, which is actually my daughter's room. So I screenshotted it and I just zoomed in on it. My heart just dropped. I could feel my face, all the blood in my face ran. I mean, it scared me.
Yeah, you shouldn't see anything like that anywhere in your house, in any room, at any time, for any reason. And if you do, move. Simple.
After you're done watching this, you will start to question your entire life. So this bizarre experiment exposed something very wild about human behavior. Scientists put 5 monkeys in a room. In the middle of the room, a ladder. And at the top of the ladder, bananas. Every time one of the monkeys tried climbing the ladder to grab the bananas, the scientists sprayed all of them with freezing cold water. So naturally, after a while, the monkeys learned. Touch the ladder, everybody suffers. So they stopped trying. But then the scientists did something really weird. They removed one monkey and replaced it with a brand new one. Now, obviously, the new monkey sees bananas and thinks, jackpot! So it runs for the ladder. But before it can even reach the bananas, the other monkeys start to pull it back down. Eventually, the new monkey learns, don't touch the ladder, even though it never got sprayed with cold water. Then they replaced another monkey, until eventually none of the original monkeys were left, meaning none of the monkeys in that room had ever actually experienced the punishment, and yet none of them would touch the ladder. Why? Because that's just how things were done. Sound familiar? Because a lot of people are living by rules right now that they never question, limits that they have accepted, not because they're true, but because nobody ever asked why. Where are you staying limited right now and never stop to question?
This is such a powerful technique that it has literally worked on every aspect of life. This particular experiment has been done on multiple different animals. It's been done on humans. It's even been done on insects. The insects, they put a lid over the jar. They jump up, the fleas, they hit the lid. Eventually, if you just leave it on long enough, when you take the lid off, they won't jump out of the jar. They won't jump any higher than the lid was. Okay? With humans, they did it in an office. A buzzer would sound. Everybody would stand up, sit down. Every time. New person comes in, they don't do it at first, but then they start feeling awkward because everybody else is doing it. Eventually, they start doing it. And the same thing has happened with these animals time and time again. Keep in mind, they don't sit there and taint every generation. They tainted one generation very, very well, and we've just been handing it down, and handing it down. We do 85% of their work. All they do now is distract. We condition ourselves and our young ones.
Shopping for this holiday season. It's okay, you can admit it, if you've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
Well, it's okay, you can admit it if you have bought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it. You've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it, Todd. If you've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it. If you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you brought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
This clip is like 2.5 minutes long. Do you get it, or do I need to play some more? They keep doing the same thing, saying the same thing. The lines aren't even good, and they just regurgitate them station after station to make sure we all have our information fed to us the same exact way.
Baby, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Up, baby, wake up! What the fuck? What the fuck, baby? Wake up, wake up, wake up. Something, open the door. Aren't you waking up? Baby, wake up! Wake up! Oh my God, baby. Wake up! Wake up! What the fuck? Baby! Wake up! Why the fuck are you awake? Are you okay? What the fuck?
Now, it doesn't seem like a whole lot happened, but I'll put the clip in here because the narrative behind it makes it a lot creepier. Apparently, he doesn't wake up, and that was where he slid on off into the next life. And a lot of people are saying that that was him trying to say his goodbye, or at least let her know, hey, I'm out. Take care. See you later. You let me know. But that makes it a lot scarier for me.
Everyone's going to think you're absolutely nuts. Well, I thought I was absolutely nuts.
A man in Las Vegas claimed he could summon UFOs, and the local news team couldn't resist.
There is a Las Vegas guy making an extraordinary claim about extraterrestrials. So we sent Action News reporter Mike Delastrito to check it out.
This guy says the Old Testament, written in Hebrew, taught him how to summon UFOs. All right, he says he can also do this on command, and he adds he's been doing it for 25 years, keeping all of it secret until now.
His name was Prophet Yahweh, and the reporter clearly thought this was about to be the easiest debunk of his career.
These beings are here. They're here. They're just sitting right up there.
We met up with Prophet Yahweh, seer of Yahweh, at Doolittle Park off Lake Mead. We picked the day, we picked the time, and we picked the location. Everyone's gonna think you're absolutely nuts.
Well, I thought I was absolutely nuts.
Until he says he saw UFOs. Over the years, 1,500 of them.
They think he's going to embarrass himself when he says he'll summon one for them.
He says the voice in his head told him to go public now, so we took him up on his offer, and we scanned the skies. Nothing but a few clouds. When the prophet started praying for a sighting, I wasn't exactly convinced.
This is where things take a wild turn.
I pray, oh Yahweh, that you send a sighting so that they know that I am not mentally ill. I am not a false prophet. Oh, brother, look at it. There it is.
You can barely see it, a white speck. Then another sighting.
There it is. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Photojournalist Jonathan Hawkins locks in on it. Let's take a clear look here. It's an orange sphere that appeared out of nowhere. I call the boss with an unexpected change in my story. I can see it clear as day. In fact, it's bright.
I can't believe this.
They even called Nellis Air Force Base to ask what it was. They got no answer.
They're coming toward us now, I think.
What?
See, it's coming up toward us.
Whoa, man! Oh, hallelujah!
And a few seconds later, it disappeared. The reporter even seems a bit shaken up by the experience.
And I'm still not quite sure what those things were. Now, if I didn't see this for myself, I probably would have just laughed this whole thing off.
If anybody knows what that was, please call Mike Delastrito and identify that object.
I don't know if it's real or not, but I will tell you that this happened. That is a real story. A little deep dive. This actually happened. Real dude. And that whole situation really happened. And that's the footage they got. I'm not sure if that's a power I would want, though. That doesn't seem like a good one. You got dealt a very bad power. You get to conjure fear whenever you want to. Just bring things next to you. I don't know about that one. Anyway, let's keep it moving. We're almost done here. Bear with me. Let's ride.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna be able to see this shit. Listen to it. Listen to that pedaling. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. This is my kitchen. And here we go with this shit again. We're just gonna wait and see how long it goes on, because I'm never not. Stop! Okay, that works. Okay, so it seems to be wanting to happen now more in the afternoon, but just to prove there's nothing there. Jesus Christ.
I know one thing. If you are going to stay there, your little friend going to have to find something else better to do. All that banging, that's too much. That's too noisy. But you tell me. The banging was clearly coming from that door. You could even hear it on the video. You check the front door. I don't know. That's too loud to be outside the apartment. So I'm confused. You let me know.
Pay attention to this video.
In 1926, they discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape.
Wow.
Henry Ford ran the numbers. He tested different work schedules and found the sweet spot. 40 hours. Not because it's optimal for productivity, because it's optimal for control. Let's do the math. 40 hours work, 10 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating, showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time. Except you're exhausted. So you spend Saturday recovering from the week, and Sunday dreading Monday. Your weekend isn't freedom, it's recovery time, so you can do it again. Monday morning, the alarm goes off, and you feel it. That existential dread. 5 days until freedom. 5 days of giving your life away. For what? A paycheck that disappears instantly. Rent, bills, food, loans. Nothing left. You want to start that business? Too tired. Learn that skill? Too tired. Build that project? Too tired. That's not an accident. That's the design. If you had energy left over, you'd leave. If you had money left over, you'd build something. If you had time left over, you'd organize. They can't let that happen. So they found the formula. Just enough money to survive, just enough time to not completely break, just enough energy to come back tomorrow, but never enough to escape. And then they tell you, work hard for 45 years, then you can retire. So you do it. You trade your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s for a paycheck. At 65, you're free. Except your body's broken, your energy's gone. You spent your best years building someone else's dream, and your freedom came too late to use it. The 40-hour work week isn't about productivity, it's about compliance. Keep you tired, keep you poor, keep you busy. Too exhausted to think, too broke to leave, too busy to organize. That's not employment, that's control. And you'll do it for the next 45 years. Unless you break or escape. But you won't, because you can't afford to. That's the trap.
And there you have it, the story of most of our lives. I honestly didn't follow this pattern. I started out to. When I was younger, I started out following that pattern, but I quickly broke ranks. I started doing my own thing. I lived my life like it was on TV, and I still do. I don't do the 40-hour thing, none of that. I go out there and I get it, but I do it on my terms. I do it my way. And I owned at least 95% of my time, which is not bad. Not bad for not being a multimillionaire, you know? I urge you to do the same thing. Take back your time and watch how your money grows. All right? That's going to do it for another video. I love leaving you with something, you know, that feeds the mind. That way it can get you through the next couple of days until I drop the next video. Make sure you sub up, tell a friend, tell two. Tell them all about what we do. Until the next time, I am theundj. This is Confessing Lies or Telling Stories. I appreciate you all, everything you've been doing, all the support, all the love. It's awesome. And I'm out.